Hello everyone, Atkpwr here with another New Year's Eve, New Year's tournament here from the Kingdom on Slutsk. Let's dive right in here. So we are on normal Slutsk, and we have a very interesting matchup here, which is why I picked to watch this game. We have Jimster Hax on the left in the red playing first Pancelos, and on the right in the blue we have Willard playing second Pancelos. Both of these players on Maverick income. So very interesting here to see these two Pancelos divisions up against each other. I like both of them. I like first a lot more than second, personally speaking. But they are two very, yeah, they're both Hungarian divisions. Yes, they share some units, but they are very different in the way they play. There's no question about that. So let's dive into these decks here. Jimster on first Pancelos here. Recon tab, it's fine. I mean, you get some nice, you get to vet up the two-man teams a little bit in terms of recon. Still don't understand why. Totally 2s are great little recon tanks. The infantry tab is pretty excellent in this division. It's actually just all around good. It's good. Like an infantry division's tab is good. Now he's bringing a lot of Tartalek Lovesh. I understand a card. 2 cards seems like a lot to me, but clearly Jimster thinks they are cost efficient enough that it's worth bringing 36 of them between A and B phase. The Tartalek Arkazoks are phenomenal. They probably need a price nerf. Honestly, they should probably be 20 points. The Motolovesh, we see they're very solid units. 20 points with MG42. In B and C phase, you get the SS Right units, the Right Jaeger and the Right Pioneer. The Right Pioneer, phenomenal double flamer unit, and the Right Jaeger are just upgraded Panzergrens. They're just better than normal Panzergrens. The tank tab is basically all Terrans, Terrans 1 and Terran 2s. Although, again, I keep wondering why players decide to bring 2 cards of Terran 1s instead of just bringing more cards of Terran 2s. I don't actually understand this choice. Terran 1s are fine. Yeah, they're more cost efficient, but they just are not as good as Terran 2s. They're just quantifiably worse. So for 10 points, I personally think it's 100% worth going up to the Terran 2, but that's just me, I guess. Support tab's horrible. You just have machine guns and flamers and the usual support elements. We see a commander here. Let's see if he brings that out. Tank tab here, actually surprising. He only has 1 card of Stug 3s. You have 2 cards of Stug 3s available in this tab. So especially on a Slutsk mask, really surprised to not see him bring both of those. Pack 40, 75 mil, phenomenal, and he's bringing the Slutsk AT rifles. AA tab, phenomenal. You have Nimrods, and then you have an 88 here, which basically represents the only 2K thing you have in this deck. Then the RD tab, really strong with the 149 mil artillery, and then Nebelwerfers. It's just a wonderful mix of units there. And the air tab, it's really badly phase locked, but we do see the HS-129 there in A, which is one of the only combat units you can bring in A phase. I think it is the only combat unit you can bring in A phase. And then the JU-87 cluster in B, along with a bomber in B and the recon. On the other side, we have second Pancelos, another really good division. Arguably, I don't know. I like first better, but second is really strong. It has been really strong. And I do think second may be a little bit more flexible, that it can be played on most maps, except for maybe Cell. It's not great there. But diving in here, recon tab, you get Panzer 3s, which is nice. The Toldi 2, once again, he's not bringing any infantry recon. Don't agree with that choice. I do think you should be at least bringing the 2-man recon teams. The infantry tab, definitely not nearly as good as the first Pancelos one. You do have tons of Motolovesh, which are phenomenal. Moto Arkazoks, also fantastic. And that's all he's bringing. Now, there is another unit in this. I think, first off, you can... I don't know if they do have the Tartalek or not. I'm not 100% sure. But that's not even the unit I would be bringing. I'm surprised he's not bringing the Motolovesh 44Ms. They have a bazooka. So it's really strange to me, against first Pancelos that has just crap tons of Terrans, why you're not bringing infantry with bazookas. That's a really, I think, bad choice. From my perspective. Also, there's only 45 units of infantry here. For Slutsk, that's a little light. I understand this is a Maverick matchup, but your infantry are not expensive, and you rip through them really fast. I'm not agreeing with this build so far. The tank tab, it's fine. I mean, there's not yes, you have lots of good options here, but he's basically got everything you want in there. Terran 1s, the Terran 2 card in B, the Panzer 4s, both in A, that's fine. Double that's plenty. Tigers, Panthers. Sport tab, terrible. Same thing as the other one. Anti-tank tab, he decided to bring the Stug 3 card, which feels unnecessary with the medium tanks you have in the tank tab. Pack 40. A lot of Nimrods in the AA tab. Probably too many. First Pancelos doesn't actually have that much Air Force, and while Nimrods are phenomenal, I don't know if you need this many. I would take more tanks, honestly. Or maybe figure out a way to get that another card of infantry in. RD tab, mortars, big RD, yes. Off-map, yuck. Air tab, pretty solid overall. You get some good options here with the bombers and the cluster bombers and stuff. So we are off here. We are off. Let's see. There are a lot of units coming in here because of these Tartalek you can bring in so much. So big push here from Jimster early, going really deep with his AT rifles, and there's nothing to stop him, actually. On the other hand here, Willard going for the classic central push here to try to get some ground, along with a northern push. So both players going really aggressive here early. Neither player really fast. Although the AT rifles getting in position, missed their shot. They do get the kill and cut off half of that squad right there. Yes, AT rifle rush. Cheeky and successful so far, it would appear. And stopped these guys down up here too. Oof. Slingshot shock phasing off. He better unload these Lovesh. Nope, he's not going to. Yep, he's going to just lose them. No, they get unloaded by the machine gun first. That's actually really lucky. I like this push by Jimster. This is an odd and abnormal push, and I'm liking it. Lovesh holding off barely. The AT rifles everywhere, though, is a good choice because they can kill Terrans. It's a tough one, but because they're really good AT rifles, they can. Ooh, the 75 mil could definitely kill off this Panzer III. He's got to be careful. These things are so good for their cost. It's kind of nuts, actually. A lot of things blasting away here. Tehran told he's up on the hill. Nimrod is here, though. Although Nimrod, not phenomenal HE. Like, it's not actually great at killing soft targets. It's really good at killing hard targets, but not really soft. 75 mil gets a hit. Will it get pinned before it can do any more damage? It looks like it will because there was fire and it was forced to move. Oh, wow. Panzer III's doing some work. A Pak 40 caught out here. Moto Lovesh doing some work up here on the hill. Target Arkazoks, they're cheap as dirt, but they're not that great. Especially, I mean, they're not good at long range. They throw a grenade, so they're good at close range. 75 mil trying to fight back, cannot do it. So there goes the 75 mil. Panzer III takes out the Toldi 2. This is technically a good fight for the Panzer III if it stays out of range. And if this was a Tehran 2, he would have been shooting already. This is exactly my argument. Tehran 1s are not very good. And the big issue is the range. Like, it was a bad choice. Like, I don't know why people like Tehran 1s so much. The range. It's the range. If they had 1,500 meter range, then they'd probably be great. But they don't. So Tehran 2s are just all around better because of that. That extra 500 meter range is massive. Like, that's not a small amount of range. Like, you're losing out a lot. This Pak 40 should be moved up so it can cover this reinforcement road better. But Willard making good progress up here up north. Yeah, he's going to capture this flag too. Jimster making great progress down south, though, but he hasn't really... I mean, this is getting held at the moment. No more reinforcements are going to get by this AT rifle, and the question is, did Willard notice? That's the real question. Did he notice that cheeky play by Jimster? And for those of you wondering, how do I get involved in these, make sure to go check out the Kingdom Discord. It's a fun Steel Division 2 focused Discord. It's medieval themed. It's irrelevant. You don't have to like buy into the medieval theme. There's lots and lots of tournaments, though. There's even cash tournaments and things. If you want even more tournaments than that, go check out SDL as well. That's where the league takes place and all that good stuff. So lots of opportunities. Don't miss out. I'm also noticing Willard not unloading as like he's just calling units in. He really should set up the unload order so that his units will come in with the unload order on already. See if these have been Tehran 2s, guys. One of these would be winning. Easy peasy. Nice move here by Willard, though. I will say that. He's done a nice job of getting into this central position. Despite how things have gone in the south. Focke-Wulf not going to get by this Nimrod. Tehran 1 getting some easy pokes here. Things static down south. The town is captured. But Willard on a 14-10 with the large capture in the center. Pak 40 coming onto the hill. I think both players only had one card. I don't have a double screen right now. Like, I only have one normal computer screen, so I can't look at the decks while the game's going on. I am still traveling for the holiday, so apologies if there's any downgrade in audio quality or something. I am not in my studio space, which definitely makes a difference. Tehran 2 on Tehran 2. I mean, Tehran 1, sorry. And they trade, as really they should. Yeah, so far Willard's having Moto-Lovesh over the many Tartalek units that Jimster's brought in is making the difference here. Nimrod should be able to eat this Toldi 2 alive. Like, this should not be a fight, honestly, especially if Hill Pression gets involved, which it looks like it is. Yep. And this will be an easy clear out by the Nimrod. Yeah, I don't know. I always have this argument with top players, because top players love disheartening infantry because they are dirt cheap and top players use them really well. But I just don't like disheartening infantry. I really don't. And certain ones are very strong, and the Tartalek Arkazoks are very strong. Like, those you should absolutely be using. Tartalek Lovesh, though, like, I say just pay 5 points more and get Multi-Lovesh instead. They're just significantly better. Significantly. For 5 points, I think it's worth it. Yes, the availability is the big thing, but if you're unvetting your Multi-Lovesh, you get 9 of them instead of 12 unvetted Tartalek Lovesh. So, yeah, that's my argument about it. Multi Arkazoks getting spotted there. Willard pushing back, but Jimster finally came back to a 12-12 with the cap of this hill and this current cheeky cap. Oh, yep, Willard does not know this is here. And again, Willard's making a lot more work for himself because of this whole, like, remember, guys, you can click on a reinforcement and then click an order, and the unit will come in with that order. Like, it's really important to reduce your micro strain. Oh, there's so many free kills to be had here. Oh. Why the Stug 3 over here, too? That's really weird. Oh, easy pickup. Oh, now he's going to get side shots in the Tehran 1. Oh, the Tehran 1 actually survived. That's really lucky for Willard. Because if this thing had killed this, it still might, honestly. If it kills this, this could be serious trouble for him, actually. Oh, it's going to... Oh, it got thrown. Okay. Whew. That nice little cheeky play there by Jimster. So Willard's Tehran 1 getting on target first easily takes that out. That is, I mean, and I get the argument for the Tehran 1. It fires so fast. Like, once it's on target, it does absolutely shred. You can see it took down that Panzer 3 quite easily. ME-210 coming in for the bombing strike on the Tartalek Lovesh. Interesting. ME-210s are very solid. For their price of only 85 points, they have an excellent bomb loadout, medium resilience, and a nice speed at 440 kilometers an hour. I mean, it's hard to complain about it. Another big issue with Tehran 1 is it only does 5 damage. So it takes longer. It takes more hits for it to kill, like, light armor and stuff. Like, it doesn't one-shot armor cars and things, which really sucks. While on the other hand, the Tehran 2 does have 8 damage. Like, that's huge. Again, I will not get on board with the argument that you should be bringing more Tehran 1s. I just think there's so many reasons they're worse, and it does not outweigh the 10 points extra the 10 points less that they cost. This AT rifle still in position here. Managed to dodge the Multi-Levesh somehow. Stug 3 in position here. What's it see? The Panzer 4? Panzer 4 going to get the first shot off on the Stug 3. Oh, just sneaks out of range. So now Willard in a really nice position here on this hill with some support weapons. Panzer 4 versus Stug 3. Not a great fight. Stug 3 definitely has advantage here, especially with the first shot. Misses, though. They're both double star, so they should be firing at the same speed here. Panzer 4 misses its first shot. Stug 3 bounces on the Panzer 4. That is shocking, actually. Even at max range, that seems unlikely. Panzer 4 misses again. Armor crack. Oh, that hurts. As the RNGesus punishes again. Just 2 armor pieces down here, not good. You need some sort of spotting device. At least an infantry unit here. Obviously, he doesn't bring any 2-man infantry, like 2-man recon squads like we talked about, so that's kind of on him to not have those. Willard making a nice push here to capture this flag now, though. Took out the AT rifles finally. Focke-Wulf 189 recon floating about. BF 109 coming in to shoot that down. Seems a little aggressive. Especially when you have a deck full of Nimrods. Like, why are you bringing a fighter? Like, honestly. The Nimrod will stick around and can obviously fight. Like, you can put it right here and it can pop in and out and, like, kill stuff. Panzer 4. Oh, that's just hitting the Tartalek. Okay. I would say, okay, so weird argument here, but I actually think, so you notice how much, so obviously disheartened infantry take a lot more suppression. Like, that's how it works. But I almost feel like when that tank fired and it built up like half a bar, I think that's how much tanks should suppress infantry just normally. I think that would really help tanks out a lot. 149 now in, but they don't have any radio here. So it's a pretty wide circle. Still a phenomenal RD piece, but it's a pretty wide circle there. Nimrod, will it be able to stop this Ju-87? Probably not. And again, if he had just called a Nimrod in. Oh, the BF-109. Okay. What do I know, I guess, right? BF-109 picked up 2 plane kills now, so yeah, sure, I guess it was the right choice. I suppose it was. Willard's still on the 13-11. Jimster's struggling to get his feet back under him here, as his Tartalek hordes are getting cut down. Willard is so... Oh, wow. Oh, no. He's leaving the Stug. Tron 1 goes down to the Stug 3 there. 149 is now after... Oh, this Pack 40. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Stug 3 on Stug 3 action. One already got a penetration. This one's on the run. Will it get away in time? There it is. Oh, it missed. Panzer 4, can it get into a position to help? It doesn't look like it. As Jimster's waves of infantry getting thrown back here. Nice bombing strike by the ME-210. Using that to force all these infantry back. This 75 mil trying to sneak up, but the MG-34 is here, and it will, like, completely stop this. At least it should. Oh, especially with the support of this Toldi, too. And now the Motilovesh. Yes, this 75 mil is very much done. Still takes the Toldi, too, with it. God, these things are great. So just a fantastic Hungarian unit. Stug 3 has a shooter knockout, but it took out the Stug 3, so now it's just Turan 2's up. But notice, these are actually useful. They have higher HE damage. They have the 1,500 meter range. I'm sorry, guys. No one can argue with me that Turan 1's worth taking over this. If you have the option to take more Turan 2s, you absolutely should be taking Turan 2s. I can see of no conceivable reason to pick a Turan 1 over this at all. 10 points is not worth the amount of negatives. Pack 40 takes out the Stug 3. Nice kill there. And again, Jimster only brought one card of Stug 3s. I still don't understand why he did that. Like, they're his most effective tank in this Slutsk situation. Turans are great, but, like, not really on Slutsk. This is one of the few maps, like, I don't feel great about first Pancelos, because you just don't have much 2K to work with. Like, he's going to have to rely on his Air Force to kill off these Panthers. He doesn't really have anything else to deal with it. Turan 2 goes down to the Stug 3, loses the flag again. Willard back to a 13-11. We are into B phase, and both players deciding to go Maverick again, despite Slutsk being one of the slowest maps in the game. Maverick is apparently all we can do these days. Maverick. Stupid Maverick. Motilovesh goes down here to the Turan 2. Again, the higher HE on this thing is so great. Makes it almost like a support tank. It's so good. Because it still has the high rate of fire. Already on the MG-34. Can't seem to get a good hit. Whoa! Cheeky BF-109 gun run. Love it. Love, love, love it. When you have that opportunity, guys, you got to take it. There's absolutely no doubt you got to take it. Sorry about the weird glitch there, guys. Had to hop away for a few moments. But anyway, diving back into this, we have a Nimrod now from Jimster getting involved. Fighting those Lovesh out in the open. Again, it does mediocre damage. It's not anything phenomenal. Is the HE 1,000? It should be 1,000 meters. It is. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. But the AP is... No, the AP is 1,000. I thought it was only 750. Interesting. Had that in my head wrong. Now see a Tiger coming in. Panther on the other hill. I mean, yeah, Willard has the absolute advantage out here in the open. And I don't think Jimster has built his deck with the maximum number of long-range units in mind. Like, again, really odd choices, especially now that... Well, especially Willard here, bringing these Stug 3s and leaving them for the Pack 40 to kill. Tron 1's flowing in. Pack 40 just loses line of sight on it. Not those Motilevish, though. Things stabilized down south. Willard still on 13-11. Jimster working hard to get back into it. HS-129 in, takes out both of the Stug 3s. Well, maybe the Pack 40 got one of them. Was he going to get that too? Oh, I thought it would. Yeah, Willard really needs to get an AA piece up north here. Nimrod in to stop the BF-109. Will it, though? It's in a bad spot line of sight-wise. It is just getting around the tree line. Will the BF-109 get on target in time? I don't think it will. Oh, now the Nimrod will take out that BF-109. ME-210 coming in. No. Now, I feel like Willard doesn't realize how strong Nimrods are, despite bringing like 40 of them in his own deck. And not bringing one in to cover off his Panther and Tiger, leaving open for the HS-129 and the JU-87s. Pack 40 repositioning. There are infantry to support, though. Unless the Mota Arkazoks spot them first. Oh, the Tehran 1 might run into it first. Pack 40 has no more APCR to have to turn off, so that's a plus for him. Tehran 2 goes down to the Tehran 1. Ooh, Tehran 1 picks up an Arkazok in the transport there. Ouchies. Tehran 1 goes down to the Pack 40. Mota Arkazok have no AT. Neither does the Lovatisht. Pack 40, though, now has a line of sight on the Tehran 1. Tehran 1's turn speed is extremely slow. Can't get around in time and goes down. Rough there for Jimster. Got a little too aggressive, I think. Panther comes off of the hill, takes a hit from the Pack 40. Yeah, you don't want to be... That's like one of the only things that can really kill it other than the Air Force. Already coming in for that Pack 40 on the hill. Willard has yet to call in any arty and still refuses to call in an AA piece up north. So the Panther's popping in and out to shoot that Pack 40. It's not the worst idea. Just seems like unnecessary considering you just back up and be fine. Tehran 1 just barreling in. Has no chance here. The Motolovish will Panzerfaust that quite easy. Oh, just kidding. They'll toss a grenade. Yep, and down it goes. Yep, easy kill there. Motolovish find the 75 mil in the woods. Finally clear that out. I can't say I feel like things are going well for Jimster. Really feel like Willard's getting the better of him at the moment. Now see a Nebelwerfer, and just a singular one, though. You all know my feelings on one Nebelwerfer. Only 2 minutes left here of the mighty Maverick B phase. Another Tiger coming in down south. AT rifle takes out both transports. Ouch. These have been an absolute thorn in his side. ME-210 in again. Bombing strike comes up empty. Tehran 2 finds the Motolovish, though. They will not get in grenade range, I don't think. At least they shouldn't. Oh, but Tehran 2 moving at a kind of odd angle. Nebelwerfer strike goes off. Doesn't do jack diddly. Do we still see no AA up north? What is Willard doing? Oy vey. The one thing that can kill his heavy tanks is Air Force, and he's leaving them, like, unprotected. JU-88 in for this Tehran 2 seems a bit aggressive, honestly. Wow, that's a sheet of cluster. Holy crap. I don't really see these things get used. I didn't realize how massive that cluster line is. That's huge. With the AT rifle destroyed, Motolovish pouring in, but we have to remember, too, bailout on the Tiger from the 88. You don't see that often, honestly. No, I don't think it got a side shot. The thing is, I think... No, the 88 retargeted on the Strug 3. It does consider the bailed out tank dead. I thought maybe it would still shoot at it. 88 on this Tiger over here. This is not a good fight for Willard. I mean, these 88s are one of the other effective weapons against the Tiger. And Panthers. Willard not noticing, though. He's getting pretty lucky. I mean, the 88 should pen eventually. Tiger doing some nice HE damage. It does do 2 damage on a hit. There's the penetration. Yeah, and Willard only has, I think, only 2 Tigers. So these are the 2 Tigers. And I think he's only got 2 Panthers. So, yeah. Wow, this Tiger survived. Did not expect that. I think it'd be totally reasonable to bring in a supply to try to bring this Tiger back up to snuff. Focke-Wulf does have bombs. Will it land them? It does, but not enough to kill it. Can the Tehran 2 finish the job? Hiya! And it does. Ooh, another big loss for Jimster. Nebelwerfer, 2 strikes now. Finally does kill off that Pack 40. Barely, though. HS-129 coming in. Is there AA? The answer is no. The Nimrod died here on the hill, it looks like. Yep. And now the Tiger is totally undefended. Panther took a pen from the Pack 40. Oh my god, why? He brought literally like 10 Nimrods, and he's calling in BF-109s over the Nimrod protection of the other side. I honestly cannot conceptualize why Willard is making the choices he is making. A singular Nimrod stops all of this airplay. Willard now in a 15-9, though. He has picked it up, capturing the flag back in the town. I can't say Jimster's trades have been better, honestly. It'd be one thing if Jimster was on the back foot and he was trading better. I don't know if he is. 1 Tron 2 versus 2 Tron 1s, and down it goes. ME-210 coming in. Blind bombing. Should get through the 88. Yep, not too bad there. HS-129, freebie kill here on this Panzer IV. And the Tron 2 gets a penetration. Oh, Willard, please stop. Stop the madness. Honestly, I think Willard wins if he blocks off the Air Force up north, because then there's like literally nothing for Jimster to do to kill off these big tanks. Tiger misses its first shot on the Nimrod. Does land the second. Jimster has not noticed. And it looks like Jimster's going to give Willard a free kill on that Nimrod. JU-87 coming in, though. And shocker, no AA. So, yeah. Oof. Guys, AA. Not fighters. AA. Double Warfare going to town here. Oh, there's just one. I feel like this firing really fast. Yep, Tiger down. Ooh. And an off map? I mean, these are cheap off maps. I'll give it that. It's only 75 points, but... And he put it, like, really deep. Right, Jaeger really not good at CQC. Then again, he just got in fight and not CQC, so... Still out of cover, though, so the Motolevish still chopping him up pretty easily. JU-88 in. Big strike here. Will not miss. Should take both out. Alright, there's a nice little pickup from that JU-88. The strong one's still alive. Panther in as well. No ammo to... No supply truck to rebuild this Tiger here. And now the more spammability of first Pancelos is potentially turning this around. Oh, Panther goes down to the Pack 40. That's it. Like, Tiger dead. Tiger knocked out. Panther down here. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that was all of his heavy armor. For some reason, he went light on it. Feels like both these players, like, didn't realize they were playing on Slutsk. I just don't fully get it. Jimster only bringing one of his Stug 3 cards. Really strange. Bringing more Tron 1s than Tron 2s. Really strange. For this map especially, the 1,500 meter range matters. Off-map kills the transport. Panther kills off the Tehran. Oh, don't try the Panther into the town, please. And Willard bringing like 45 infantry for on a map that definitely takes longer than a single Maverick game. Especially when you're Maverick Mirror, you know the game's probably going to go a little longer. It's hard to get major flag advantages on mirror incomes. It just is. Motolevish gets an easy kill on the Tehran too, though. Jimster's desperate push back, getting thrown back a little bit. But looks like Willard might just lose half of his things anyway. Off map. What the heck? What is he doing? Half of this is his stuff. Why is he calling it an off map here? Literally, there's no conceptual reason why we would put an off map here, ever. Is this a misclick? The unit's dead now, so it's irrelevant. Stug 3 goes down to the Panther. Pack 40 gonna find the Panther? No, it's finding the Tiger. It must have been a misclick. There's actually no reason for that to ever happen otherwise. Really weird. And now all of a sudden, Willard on the back foot up north. He's probably almost out of infantry, to be honest with you. 45 infantry of this cost go really fast. And Willard's just stark refusal to call in more Nimrods after literally bringing like 10 of them in his deck. And instead focusing on fighters has just been absolutely devastating. Yes, he has gotten some kills, but he is losing the north because of his choice to bring in fighters over Nimrods. If you just had Nimrods, it would have stopped the Tiger from dying. These tanks that got taken out by those same planes wouldn't have died either. Now we're into that C-Phase Maverick grindy part. 1 unit at a time. Willard bringing in more tanks. I mean, Jimster has the much better support, and at this point now he has way more on the map. Willard's significant macro misplays up north are costing him dearly. Nebelwerfers have done some work here on the hill. Nebelwerfer. Werfer, I should say. Singular. Willard picking up just a cheeky salient right now. Won't last long. Right Jaeger easily win this fight. They'd win this fight if they were in equal cover, and they're not even close to that, so. Pack 40 did go down. Stuck 3 in a nice spot on the hill. But again, Willard crumbling up north. Another Panzer IV. Apparently Willard has decided Panzer IVs are his only way into this. Seems a bit odd. Ju-88. What? Going for the pinning cluster strike, I suppose? I mean, it does pin them down. It's not like it doesn't do anything. Is he driving something through? Not really, no. Bombing strike won't do much because the unit's falling back. Nebelwerfer strike again. Missing its target completely, which I assume was that singular Motilovich. 12-12 though. 22 minutes still remaining. Lovitish gonna get killed here by the Tron 2. Again, a Tron 2 puts up some really nice HE damage. Easy kill for it. Stug 3 on the hill gets the first penetration onto the leader Stug 3 coming in. Misses, though, and gets a shooter kill crit. Oh! Sometimes the RNG just wants you to lose. It just says, sometimes I effing hate you, go die. Now he's getting some bounces. Perhaps the RNG god decided it was too mean. Nope, just kidding. Really odd from Jimster there, calling in a Ju-87 as there are planes flying around. But Jimster now on the 1311. Shooter knockout on the Tron 2 from maximum distance here. Stug 3 goes down to the Panther. That is a dangerous range of the Panther. The Stug 3 can definitely kill it at that range. Back to a 12-12 with the Tehran 2 forced off the hill. Jimster just can't get his feet under him in the center here at all. And his push has faltered in the face of a couple Panzer IVs. A Tehran 2... Well, Willard has decided the only thing he's calling in is armor at this point, I guess. He might be out of infantry. That's the truth. Now, again, why not bring Nimrods? Nope. I do think Willard's out of infantry. That's at least the way he's playing. That's how it appears. And Jimster most certainly is not. Finally, we see another, like a Nimrod. My God, these two players must hate AA. Because Willard picked up a whole lot of kills at the beginning with his Air Force. Oh, the 88 gets hit by the PF-109. What is this madness? He's going for it again. He should get through unless the Nimrod can stop it. Nope, it's not going to. Should get at least a part of the burst off. Nope, now he's probably going to lose his BF-109 though. Yeah, flying directly over Nimrod is not suggested. Oh, no. He's just doubling down now. Apparently Willard has decided the Air Force is the way he's going to finish this game off. Not sure why at this point he's decided that. Finally a friggin' Nimrod, like 20 minutes after it should have been here. Panzer IV already dead. A Motolovatish just standing out in the open. Yep, he's out of infantry. There's definitely no doubt about it. Willard's still on with 13 low. Can he survive 10 minutes with no infantry? That's the real question. Finally some frickin' Nimrods. He must be out of tanks. That must be that's happening here. Yeah, I do think Willard built his deck way too shallow. I think he built the deck in a Maverick versus balanced way, like as if he was playing against a balanced player. And he wasn't. He's playing against a Maverick player, which means it's going to be grindy. Maverick on Maverick is always grindy. That's just how it is. Also, Jimster remembering to turn off his AP definitely is a big deal. These Tehran 2s, you notice them bouncing because they're using their crap AP shells, which are literally like some of the most trash AP shells in the game. Wow, okay, JUH8 fails this time? I didn't think it was suppressed yet, but maybe it was? Weird. Tehran 2 and Panther on the 88? No, just the Tehran 2. Tehran 2 is going to put a lot of damage out, though. Oh, it's pretty suppressed. Now it's missing. Tehran 2 goes down and does not take any more out of that flak. Nimrod versus Panther. Oh, something else came in just now. What was that? Oh, it's the HS-129. Oh, and the Nimrod's still too far behind, and the Panther goes down, and Willard's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 units on the map. It's never good if you can count them up. Never good at all. I'm actually going to put this game into double time at this point, because it's going to be very slow from here on out. It's basically just going to be Jimster. I'm assuming it's just Jimster now, trying to roll up what remains of Willard here. He's going to lose his fighter, probably. No, actually gets out. ME-210's not going to get through the Nimrods. Jimster's still got units to spare. I mean, the only argument for the Tartalek Lovesh here would be like, oh, in C phase, I still get to play the game. And here we see that happening. Now that Artie really starting to pound his few remaining points into the dust. Okay, double Focke-Wulf going for the straight bombing on the 88. So the Nimrod died somehow. And the 88 is weirdly on the back of the hill, so it couldn't see the planes coming in, so it still died. So, yay, go Focke-Wulf strike there. Can the Nimrod save itself? It looks like no. There we go. Okay, you noticed. I can't believe Willard wouldn't notice. He has very few units to keep track of at this point. Tartalek Lovesh, they do have a grenade. They got it off. Nimrod goes down. And now Jimster finally on the attack here. Has 2 Tehrans and a Strug 3 to clean up, and that would be probably about it. 81mm mortar coming in, yeah. Now Jimster, though, getting a little too aggressive with his units. Like, they're dying in transports. And despite the fact he's kind of cleared Willard out here, he still can't be just losing random troops. He doesn't get that many. Willard really needs to fall back his planes here and get them back into action. Ju-88 coming in for a cluster strike on these infantry. Jimster, though, capturing this flag, and since Willard is totally out of infantry to stop this, there's not much he can do about it. BF-109, though, cleaning up infantry up north, left and right. Focke-Wulf's finally spread out. Mortar coming in. What is happening? What is he doing? Why? What? Willard's decided he should go for some other area. HS-129 goes down to the BF-109 finally. Jimster still doesn't have the 15-9. I mean, he will not win. There it is. There it is. I was going to say, he will not win on a single tick. ME-210, that's a lot more dangerous. Takes out the right Jaeger. Can he stop? Petish coming in. Oh, this is the lulz. Willard built his deck way too thin. It was way too shallow. This was bound to happen if the game went long at all, and it did. Because it's Maverick on Maverick. Of course it did. So yeah, I would say major deck building errors here from Willard really kind of screwed him. And this is honestly what I love about this game. I love games. I love Magic the Gathering too, for any of you out there who love a good card game. But what I really love about Magic the Gathering is building the deck. I like playing the game too. Like I love the gameplay and playing the game, but honestly, what actually sucks up my life whenever I get into Magic is deck building. Like I love building decks. I love building decks in here. And I've built every deck like 4 or 5 different times, and I have we all know I have my way of building things, just like everybody does. So like when I rebuild decks, they don't even look that different. But I just love rebuilding decks. I love building the decks. I love the deck building process, and that's one of the things I love about this game. Okay, Willard being a cheeky pain in the butt here. Like I just love building decks, and I think a big part of winning this game or losing this game is in the deck building, which I think we see here on full display, because Willard was winning this game. He was winning this very definitively, honestly. He was trading better. He was really doing quite well. And then he just ran out of stuff. Now, there was definitely some macro mischoices here. He built his deck with way too many Nimrods and then didn't use them. And let his heavy tanks, which could have carried the day for him, die to Air Force that could have easily been stopped with a singular Nimrod. So just like a massive misplay, macro mistake there from him. But then, of course, the game was sealed when he ran out of infantry and just ran out of stuff. Because he built his deck so darn shallow. Like, this is one of the shallowest decks I've ever seen. Just in a general sense. And then to do that on a Maverick Mirror on Slutsk. Nah. No, it was a bad choice. I mean, credit to Willard for not surrendering. There he is. There you go. 42 minutes, 23 seconds. It was a very interesting game. 39-85 to 42-10. Yeah, which is the better Pancelos? Hard to say. It is definitely map dependent. Of course, you get a lot more 2K stuff in second Pancelos, but your infantry are way more dangerous than first Pancelos. It's not even close. And I think in the meta we're in, that makes first Pancelos the better division. But there's still 2 very strong and very deadly divisions. Look how many kills this BF-109 got. Jesus. But again, as nice as fighters are, and as nice as it is shooting down planes, which you certainly want to do, a singular Nimrod lasts a lot longer and blocks off the Air Force completely, while the fighter rarely stops the bomber from getting its kill. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon link down below. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.